Most cars are remembered for how powerful they were. This one was remembered for how confidently it stood out. On paper, it was ordinary. A small engine, modest horsepower, built for families, not for fame. And yet, in October 1959, under the bright lights of London's Earl's Court Motor Show, something unusual happened. Rock and roll filled the airwaves. The space race had just begun. American cars wore dramatic tail fins like chrome wings. Britain, meanwhile, built sensible little boxes. Then Ford pulled the curtain back, and the crowd paused, because this small British car looked like it had crossed the Atlantic. Tail fins, hooded headlights, and that unmistakable backward rear window. This wasn't just a new model, it was a statement. This was the Ford Anglia 105E. And here are 10 reasons why this quirky little car quietly reshaped an entire era. Fact 1. An American designer changed British expectations. The Anglia's bold look came from Ford Anglia, an American designer from Ford's Michigan headquarters. He had recently lost a major design competition in the US. Instead of shelving him, Ford sent him to Britain. Design something fresh, something different. Anglia didn't soften his ideas for British taste. He scaled down American confidence. Subtle fins, a sculpted grille, headlights that looked alert, almost determined. The result wasn't aggressive, but it wasn't timid either. Later, Anglia would design the Lincoln Continental, one of the most iconic luxury cars ever built. But before that, he transformed a humble British family car into something unforgettable. Fact 2. The backward window was smart, not strange. At first glance, that reverse rake rear window looked like pure styling drama, but it solved a real engineering problem. Small saloons often sacrificed rear headroom. By angling the glass backward, Ford extended the roofline without lengthening the body. Rear passengers gained space, drivers gained visibility, and rain airflow improved. It looked experimental, but it was practical, and that combination, bold yet logical, defined the Anglia. Fact 3. It broke records before critics could doubt it. Critics initially questioned whether British buyers would accept such American flair. They didn't have to wait long for an answer. In its first full year, Ford built over 190,000 units, a production record. Factories worked relentlessly. Demand was real. By 1967, more than 1 million 105E models had been produced worldwide. This wasn't a novelty success, it was sustained popularity. Fact 4. It introduced the Kent engine dynasty. Under the hood sat a 997 cubic centimeters overhead valve engine producing 39 horsepower. That number sounds small today, but its engineering was advanced. An over-square layout, larger bore, shorter stroke, reduced friction and allowed higher revs. It was durable, responsive, efficient. That same Kent engine family would power Fords for more than 4 decades. Cortinas, Escorts, Capris, Formula Ford race cars. The Anglia didn't just introduce a car, it introduced a mechanical bloodline. Fact 5. It modernized the driving experience. The 105E became the first British-built Ford with a 4-speed manual gearbox. Previous models used 3 gears. This new transmission changed everything. Acceleration felt smoother. Highway cruising felt calmer. Drivers had more control. It transformed a small economy car into something that felt engaging, not fast, but capable. Fact 6. It proved its strength the hard way. In 1962, 2 young brothers took a modified Anglia to a French circuit. They drove it continuously for 7 days. 7 days. At an average speed of over 83 miles per hour. They broke 6 endurance records. The car required nothing but tire changes, no dramatic mechanical failures, no collapsed engine, just steady, relentless durability. For a small family car, that was extraordinary. Fact 7. It quietly beat the Mini where it counted. The Mini was revolutionary in packaging, but financially, it struggled. Ford approached the Anglia differently. Every part was costed carefully. Shared components, efficient production, smart pricing. While competitors reportedly lost money per car, Ford earned profit. That profit meant sustainability. It meant expansion. It meant confidence in future projects. The Anglia wasn't just clever, it was strategically engineered to succeed. Fact 8. The Super model gave it real energy. In 1962, Ford launched the 1,198 cubic centimeters Anglia Super. Power jumped by nearly 25%. Top speed climbed into the low 80s miles per hour. It received better trim, full synchronization in all gears, improved interior comfort. Two-tone paint schemes added flair. Suddenly, the Anglia wasn't just sensible, it was stylish and spirited. Fact 9. It represented a new industrial era. Production later shifted to Ford's Halewood plant, a modern facility, more automation, better quality control, higher efficiency. The Anglia became part of Britain's industrial modernization, and that same plant would later build the Escort, its successor. The Anglia paved the way forward. Fact 10. Its cultural legacy outlived production. Long after production ended, the Anglia found new life in popular culture. For many, it symbolized first freedom, first jobs, first road trips, first independence. Its appearance in cinema introduced it to a new generation, but even without film fame, it would have remained special because it had identity, and identity survives longer than performance numbers. Extended reflection, why it still matters. The Anglia arrived at a turning point in history. Britain was moving into a new decade. Optimism was growing. Youth culture was rising. Motorways were expanding, and this little car looked forward. It wasn't perfect. Early vacuum-powered wipers could be temperamental. Heaters weren't legendary, but those imperfections gave it character. It wasn't sterile. It felt alive. And today, collectors are recognizing that. Values are rising. Interest is growing, not because it was rare, not because it was extreme, but because it was brave enough to look different. The Ford Anglia 105E shouldn't have worked. American-inspired styling in conservative Britain. A small engine with big visual ambition, a gamble in a cautious market, but it worked. It broke records. It launched an engine legacy. It made profit, and it proved small cars didn't have to be boring. If you enjoyed this deep cinematic dive into one of history's most underrated classics, hit the like button. Subscribe for more stories like this, and when this video ends, click on the next video appearing on your screen. I've placed it there for you, because the next forgotten legend might surprise you even more. I'll see you there.